5 seconds to go. Start. From the various decisions relied upon by the petitioner counsel as well as by respondents counsel, the following principles can be culled out. The test of admissibility of evidence lies in its relevancy. Unless there is an express or implied constitutional prohibition or other law, evidence placed as a result of even an illegal search or seizure is not liable to be shut out. If deficiency in investigation or prosecution is visible or can be perceived by lifting the veil, which try to hide the realities or covering the obvious deficiency, courts have to deal with the same with an iron hand appropriately within the framework of law. It is as much the duty of the prosecutor as of the court to ensure that full and material facts are brought on record so that there might not be miscarriage of justice. In order to ensure that the criminal prosecution is carried on without any deficiency, in appropriate cases, this court can even constitute special investigation team and also give appropriate directions to the central and state governments and other authorities to give all required assistance to such specially constituted investigating team in order to book the real culprits and for effective conduct of the prosecution. While entrusting the criminal prosecution with other instrumentalities of state or by constituting a special investigation team, the High Court or this court can also monitor such investigation in order to ensure proper conduct of the prosecution. In appropriate cases, even if the charge sheet is filed, it is open for this court or even for the High Court to direct investigation of the case to be handed over to CBI or to any other independent agency in order to do complete justice. In exceptional circumstances, the court, in order to prevent miscarriage of criminal justice and if considers necessary, may direct for investigation de novo. In the case of Dharampal Supra, after taking into consideration the catena of decisions on the point, it is observed and held that the constitutional courts can direct for further investigation or investigation by some other investigating agency. It is observed that the purpose is there has to be a fair investigation and a fair trial. It is observed that the fair trial may be quite difficult unless there is a fair investigation. It is further observed and held that the power to order fresh, de novo, or re-investigation being vested with the constitutional courts, the commencement of a trial and examination of some witnesses cannot be an absolute impediment for exercising the said constitutional power, which is meant to ensure a fair and just investigation. While observing and holding so, in paragraphs 24 and 25, it is observed and held as under. Be it noted here that the constitutional courts can direct for further investigation or investigation by some other investigating agency. The purpose is there has to be a fair investigation and a fair trial. The fair trial may be quite difficult unless there is a fair investigation. We are absolutely conscious that direction for further investigation by another agency has to be very sparingly issued, but the facts depicted in this case compel us to exercise the said power. We are disposed to think that purpose of justice commands that the cause of the victim, the husband of the deceased, deserves to be answered so that miscarriage of justice is avoided. Therefore, in this case, the stage of the case cannot be the governing factor. We may further elucidate the power to order fresh, de novo, or re-investigation being vested with the constitutional courts, the commencement of a trial and examination of some witnesses cannot be an absolute impediment for exercising the said constitutional power, which is meant to ensure a fair and just investigation. Stop.